check this out. That would be a bad tensioner. They describe that as an oiling problem, but as you can see, my motor's clean. So that's a bad tensioner. Or my oil pump ain't adequately oiling, so I ordered a new one. So let's replace everything. Alright, we got the borescope out here. It's the best way for me to be able to see what I'm trying to do here. You see I got the timing marks on here. And then if you look at the back of your cams, the flat side should be up. Make sure they're up, otherwise you're off 180 degrees. So once you got that set like that, you can take off this chain now. So take your tensioner, take your guides off. You know, let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, now that we got the chain off, we got to move the timing mark on that sprocket to, or gear, whichever you call it, to the one over to almost like a 3 o'clock position. Let's see if I can find it. Is that it? Right there. So we got to move the gear back over to there. I've seen different people turn it over this way or that way. Doesn't seem like it matters. I guess if your bolt is too loose, you're not going to be able to turn it the one way. I am going to try it though. I'm going to try to go this way. Alright, let's see where we're at. I have taken all the spark plugs out to make this easier to turn. I think we're good right there. Looks perfect to me. Okay, and the cam flats are they're both up. So we're good there too. So then that means that we're ready to disassemble this side. Hold on. We're ready to take the small chain out, whatever you call this one down here. And to do that, you're going to take off your tensioner here. If you're not changing your oil pump, don't take this off. So let's get that tensioner there out of the way. I don't think I'll be able to get that impact driver down there. Oh yes. Oh, that is a bummer. I lost the metal gasket down in the oil pan. Careful, don't drop your metal gaskets down into the oil pan. I don't think it's a really good place for that to be. I don't know where else I don't see it on the ground. Oh, yeah, try not to do that. Alright, now you can take your top guide rail off. I really should grab an extension before I don't have any knuckles left. Nobody needs knuckles. Yeah, that extension's, you know, it's like 4 foot that way, so if it was right here, it'd be a different story. Alright, now this chain can come off. There we go. Alright, now we can get this bolt out. Ooh. Gotta make sure we don't turn that crank. Yeah, it turns easy until you try to turn it by hand. Come on now, out the way. Set you over there for now. Alright, let's get this other side off. Take the tensioner out. Loosen up this guide rail. That guide rail. And that guide rail. There we go. There we go. Make sure we don't lose the gasket this time. Okay, it's on the back. Oh. Doesn't seem to want to move, which is okay. We'll just go ahead and loosen it up more this way. Alright, and then we're ready to take this one off. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, the dirt's good place for it. They definitely are getting oiled. Alright, so if you're not changing your oil pump, this is where you would just slide this guy off and put the other one on, and away you go. But since I'm already in here, I just don't see no point in not changing on it. So I don't know if you have to do this, and I don't even know if I'm just going to make a hell of a mess right now, but I want to try and pour some oil in the pump. I just don't want to start it dry. Oh. Alright. Probably should have got my bolts ready, huh? I made a really cool mess though. We're good. Alright, now we need both sprockets. These are also supposed to be at 43 foot-pounds. Dropped it. Okay, with that we should be ready to put our timing chain back on. Cloyes recommends that you take the plastic part off from this and put it onto your pump. So even though that one's brand new, I'm still going to do it. We've got to start with bank 1 first. Wait a minute, no, these are supposed to be on the L's. And we have no lights. Apparently that doesn't charge. Alright, so now we're gonna get this guy in there. And then hopefully we can still make sure our teeth are on. It's so loose underneath here that, you know, I don't know. Almost seems like you gotta have this one on first before you can get lined up. Oops. I don't know how you would do this without a borescope, maybe a mirror, because you're not really going to stick your head down in there and see what you're doing. So let's get this borescope recording. Here's the hole. The gold tooth, gold link should be right there. I do see it. These things are so hard, but it's not even on it. There we go. So if I put the tensioner in, oh, it looks like I'm on. There's the gold tooth. Camera is straight. That's the thing is, you know, with this thing you can get on an angle, but I'm pretty sure we're looking good here. Yep. Alright, so that's on there. This is on its L. This is on its L. So we should be set to put this rail in, and then hopefully everything will stay where it's at. I feel like I'm snagged on something, so I want to take it easy. Yeah, okay. It goes in there. There we go. Oh, I hear motorcycles. Would have been a good weekend to go get the bike out of storage. But everything I have right now happens to need work. Okay, still there. Now we get to find the tensioner for that one. All right. So I'm gonna double check my timing marks. Yeah, there's the gold tooth. I like. Yeah, there's no other timing. Just make sure that that gold tooth is lined up in the hole. We're still on right there. We're still on right there. In the backs of the cams, flat side is still up on both of them. So let's tighten down the bolts. I'm going to stop this from recording. I do believe all these links are spaced out evenly. If you count your links, they should be in the same spot. So I'm going to start with this one on its mark. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to get this one on its mark. No, it is not. I got a golden tooth. There we go. On. So the crank moved a little bit when I tried to get the bolt out. I think that's what I'm running into right now. As long as my timing marks are on at the end, we'll be fine. Because right now, we're not even hitting a link. Let's get this guy back on. Okay, so I moved the crank a little bit getting the bolt out, and I think that's what I'm running into right here. Come on, get that glare off in there. Come on. I think I went too far. Okay, yep, perfect. So when I took this bolt out, it was off a half a tooth. I accidentally moved it. There it is. I had to find the hole. Alright, so here is the other 3.6, same motor. Go ahead and start it, get ready to go. I'm just going to close the hood. I'm just doing a quick video because I got to do this motor again, but it's, you know, sideways. So your everything over here is where your timing cover and everything's going to be. Thought that'd be a good opportunity to show you guys the other motor that we're going to be doing. So took a little pause there. Now that motor's got 200,000 miles on that Traverse, so it was a well taken care of engine if it's got that many miles on it, and that timing chain is still letting us drive it as of right now. So I have not done the sideways motor, I guess you'd say. I haven't done the front wheel drive yet. This Cadillac's all wheel drive. I got so much room right here to do the timing chain, and on that Traverse, there's not going to be a lot of room. I know what I'm trying to say. I think you know what I'm trying to say too. I just can't seem, the words just aren't coming out today. Timing mark is on. Timing mark is on. Timing mark is on. You want to look at the little hole. Timing mark is on. L is still in place. Still in place. So now let's tighten everything down. Alright, we're set at 18 foot-pounds. If you want to refill your power steering, remove this. I myself don't want to refill it, so I will work around it. I like to take the least amount of stuff off. Alright, now we got to spin it back to, well, I guess you'd call it the right side. I think it's bank 2. Bank 2, bank 1, something like that. It don't matter. We like picture directions, so here's the picture direction. I'm checking my timing marks for probably a 4th or 5th time. Mainly this one, because you just can't look at it and see it. So I wanted to make sure that one was on, and now we got to see how those timing marks are off. it's okay. Because here, I'll show you why that's okay. So there, the timing marks are on. Right? Well, that timing mark is still on. That timing mark is still on. That timing mark is still on. So that's why that was okay, that was off. My crank had just moved a little bit while I was trying to get the bolt out. So it just set it off a little bit. Plus, you know, you might have to do that a little bit if your chain is extremely stretched, because when you put the new one on, everything's going to be starting to line back up where it's supposed to be. So now we have to, so now let's get that mark over to there. That's a long ways to go. Oh, and just so you know, the flats are still up. It's pretty hard to see that timing mark, but I do believe that needs to come up further. Or am I looking at the wrong mark? There are no other marks. There's your first mark, and there's your second mark. Oh, I might have gone too far now. I sure did. Trying to hold this as straight as I possibly. Let me see if I can't get. Don't know why I can't see what because that looks perfect right there. All right, let's just get the chain on there, see where the timing marks land. There you go, those are on. And then I'm going to put the other tensioner in, or not the tensioner, the guide rail. We got to get some of the slack out of the chain. Okay, so the cams are flat. Let me make sure I can see it. Okay. So the flat spots of the cams are up. So we're good there. We're on our R here, and we're on the R there. So as long as we get this gold chain or gold link wherever the hole is, so it looks like I'm in the right spot, you know, because of the lighting and being able to work this camera. Where's the freaking hole? There's the hole, there's the link. All right, we got the link in the right spot. Jesus. So getting that back over into secondary position, the timing marks are really far away. Not a fun task. Alrighty. I'm not even going to check that timing mark because I'm going to say that it's right where I want it to be. There's the whole point of moving the crank them little bits to get the chain to line up, which could also be caused by stretching. Everything's going to be off just a little bit. If it wasn't, then I don't think you'd have to do the job, right? Okay, now before I torque those, I managed to find that link is dead on, first shot. So I guess that's kind of what you want your timing marks to look like over here. I don't know how to explain to you to get it to that point. I guess look at where the link is, how it's in between the two dots is going to be your best bet, unless I implode my motor when we start this. So you might want to watch till the end. The R marks are on, and the cam flats are up, and these ones are on an angle, they're not down, which makes sense because we didn't go halfway on this timing mark. Alright, so did we see all the timing marks? Yeah. So we can stop this now. I forgot how to record on that, so we lost some of the stuff. Let's just go ahead and torque these to 18 foot-pounds and know that we put it right back where it was. It's not confusing. It's just hard to be able to tell where that one timing mark is supposed to be. Oh, I already did this one. What one didn't I do? This one? At this point, I'd just like to say that borescope is quite misleading. You got to really make sure you're level, and it can really throw you off just by tilting it one way or another. But with that being said, this video's gotten quite long, so please like and subscribe. We'll be starting this in the next video. Until then, see ya.